Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob Connor here once again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Scream 6 movie DVD, and this is going to be my review and thoughts on the movie. Um, Now I've just recently watched this once, and I didn't go to see it at the cinema. I did actually want to, I just didn't get around to going. So then I just waited for it to come on DVD. Um, I could have got it on, I don't know if it's on Netflix or Prime. I think it was about £15, but then I just managed to get it for £8, which is quite good for a DVD, £8. Um, so yeah, I just got it, and I watched it once, probably watch it again um, soon. Now, first of all, I just want to say I think this. Um, now, let's talk about the actual. If it's any good. First of all, now it is good. Um, it's got a good time. It's nearly about 150, just over, duration, which is about right for these Scream films because they're about 2 hours, sort of ish, 150, 2 hours. So at the time, it's right. It's not over long and it's not too short. So that's the first thing that's good. And yeah, it's just like other Scream films. It's good, paced out, which I always liked about Scream films. Nothing's rushed and it's sort of all paced out when there's killings, you know, every 15, 20 minutes or whatever it is. So I always like the pace of these films, and this one's quite samey, and the killings are all good. They're quite brutal in this. I know they've been brutal in the other Scream movies, but they're really quite maybe more brutal. But I don't know. Maybe they're the same. But brutal. That hasn't been toned down. It's maybe even turned up a notch. But killings are good. I like the pace of it. The duration. Um, of it, and I pretty much enjoyed it all the way through, just like I do, because I'm a horror fan anyway. So I did quite enjoy it. I'm not sure if I did enjoy it the second time around, because obviously I know what happens. But I always feel with something like this, the first time is more exciting because when you're first seeing these, you don't know who the killer is at the beginning. You sort of like working out who's the killer, and you're really enjoying it all the way through, and you want to know who the killer is at the end. But the second time you sort of know, don't you, who the killer is? And it's like, and this obviously was like sort of surprise knowing who it was. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened because I don't want to spoil it if no one's seen it. But it is a surprise at the end to know who the killer is. And yeah, I pretty much like it all the way through. And all the killings and yeah, the pace of it, the excitement. Um, I think the only issues for me is I think it was too soon after the last one, because the last one was it last year? I believe it was like the beginning of last year. I'm sure it was sort of not that long ago. Was it a year before? It wasn't that long ago before this. I saw it the last one before this quite late. I was late seeing it. I don't know when I actually did eventually see it. I think I only actually got round to seeing the last one. I don't know if it might have even been at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I was quite late seeing it. This one was not so late as I just seen it. But see, I thought it was too soon. I thought it maybe should have been a couple more years before it came out. I sort of think they just rushed and made another one. Um, sort of, that was the only criticism about that. I think it's too rushed. And I thought to myself, did there really need to be another one? I think they should have maybe just left it at that. But you know, I decided to make another one anyway. But even if they'd have left it a couple of years, I think it would have been better. But you know, they decided to make one straight after the last. Yeah, and then when I first saw it advertised, I thought it was probably going to be pretty terrible. Um, you know, because it's sort of like, so it's sort of like in New York, and I thought, oh no, it's probably going to be like the Jason Voorhees Takes Manhattan, going to be really terrible. Because although that film is sort of got a lot of nostalgia to it, Jason Takes Manhattan, it's, in terms of a film, it's pretty terrible. It's not great. But in this, surprisingly, it's all right. It does work, and it surprised me that it's actually good. But as I said, I think they should have waited slightly longer before they brought it out. Also, the other things, even though I enjoyed it, I don't know if I enjoyed it better than the last one. I quite enjoyed the last one, to be honest. So I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as that. I certainly didn't enjoy it as much as the other Scream films, not as 1 and 2. And surprisingly, I actually did like 3 to a certain extent. I like the music in it because it's got a lot of rock music in the third one, so I did like the third one for a few reasons. And the fourth one is actually quite good. The fourth one has sort of grown on me over the last few years. Sort of didn't like the fourth one as much as the early ones to begin with, but now over the years it's sort of grown on me. I do really like it. So 1 to 4 I really do like. I'm not sure if I like 5 and 6 as much as I do them, to be honest. But yeah, so I did enjoy it, and I think the killings are good, and it's surprisingly better than you think it's going to be. But yeah, I don't know. Is it too brutal, more brutal than the others? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But yeah, I think they should have just waited a little while longer to bring it out. As I said, I don't think I like it. I just don't think whether it is better or not, I just don't think I enjoy it as much as the older ones. And also the other issue is that, you know, Courtney's in it, but Nev Campbell isn't, which is quite. Neve Campbell is not in it, which is quite a disappointment. Obviously, Courtney is back in it, but I think not having the main actress in it is a real disappointment, to be honest. But yeah, and also obviously David Arquette got killed in the last one, so missing 2 of the main characters have been in all the other previous films, and then just having just one main character and all the other sort of young actors and actresses, which sort of I think was a bit weak in terms of the cast. I think that was another issue with it. Cast wasn't as strong as previous, especially the last one, so it had David and Neve in it. Obviously it's just had Courtney, so I think it's quite weak in that aspect. We're just relying on quite you know, the young cast and Courtney, so I think it's had sort of that quite weak in terms of cast. But yeah, I think I'd just say it's surprisingly better than you think it's going to be. You probably just think it's going to be, oh, it's not going to be very good, it's going to be a car crash, but it's actually surprisingly better than you think it's going to be. I don't know. I don't think it is better than the previous one. I think that was a lot more similar to the old. Yeah, and I really like the previous one. So I think I do like the previous one better, and certainly the others. But I still think it's pretty good, regardless of those factors. And I think it should have been a few more years after. Now, I don't know whether there's going to be any more. There could very well be. I'm guessing there's going to be a couple more. I doubt it's going to be left at 6. especially when it's become so popular with fans. I think fans like the Scream films regardless of whether they're better than previous films or not. As I said, despite what I said, I still like it. I still like Scream. I still like Ghostface characters. I'm still a huge fan of it. And I'm still going to enjoy it whether I think the other ones are better or not. So yeah. So guys, that's going to be pretty much the end of this video. I don't want to do it too long. And yeah, so guys, hope you guys enjoy this video. But oh yeah, please leave your thoughts on about Scream and what you thought about it. Please leave your comments, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'm going to be doing Scream ranking videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this after this or if it's going to be in a few days, but it's going to be coming. Scream ranking all the movies. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, bye for now, see you soon.